What's 4 take away 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Take away. What's 6 take away 1?
1.
No. You take away 1 out of 6. How much does it equal? What's 10 minus 1?
I don't know.
Area of combined rectangles. So we've looked at area so far. An area is what? Michael?
It's right there.
You can even read it. It's right here. What is the area?
The number of square units needed to cover a flat surface.
Good. So mostly we've been looking at squares. We've been looking at rectangles. Today we're actually going to be putting shapes together, and we're going to find the area of combined. So if you take 2 pieces and you put them together, we need to find the total area. Now, the one way that we can find the area is simply by counting each square, right? Yeah, we also learned that we can multiply or we can add rows, right?
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to learn one other way, and it's using the distributive property. The distributive property breaks things apart. So if I was going to draw a line to break this apart, how would I break it apart? Teacher's pet, what do you think? Percy, if I was going to draw a line, where should I draw my line to break this apart so I can actually look at it better?
I think you can count.
Come here and draw a line. Where would you draw the line to break this into 2 parts?
First, I think we need to first count.
Don't count, just where would you draw your line? Think of creating 2 shapes. Where can you draw a line where you would create 2 shapes?
In the middle.
Very good. Yeah, excellent. We could also draw it here, right? But this is good, so Percy, thank you. You can go sit back down. So we've divided it into 2 shapes. We'll use this as our line. Pretend like we just cut that apart. Okay, now we can do what we did yesterday. We can count our rows. How many rows do we have?
3.
3. And then we can count our columns.
9.
Our columns. 3, which would equal? 9. So we have this shape. Then we can look at our second shape. How many rows do we have?
5.
5 rows.
3.
How many columns?
3 columns. 15.
15. To find the total, what do we do?
Add 9
Raise your hand, Isabel.
Add 9 plus 15.
Okay, so I can even go over here. 15 plus 9. 9 plus 5 is? Michael? 9 plus 5.
14.
14. I carry my 1. 1 plus 1?
2. 4.
So my area is?
24.
24. You need to draw a rectangle that has 4 rows with 9 columns. Try it. So draw a rectangle that has 4 rows, 9 columns. Try it on your own. We'll see.
4 rows.
4 rows, 9 columns.
4 rows. 1, 2,
Remember, when you're finished, put your pencil on your book, and then I know you're ready to be checked. Okay, if you did it correctly, it doesn't matter where it's on your grid paper, but you should have, there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So your rectangle should look like this. This is her rug, right?
What is the column again?
Column goes down, so we've got 9 columns, right? These are rows, these are your columns. So right now we could take 4 times 9 to find our area, right? But we're going to practice breaking it apart. So we need to break this apart. It says draw a vertical line to break apart the model to make 2 smaller rectangles. I'm going to go ahead and pick it this time. I'm just going to break it like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's break it like this. Could we break it in another way?
Yes.
Yes, but go ahead and break it this way.
Like
So break it apart just like I did.
Does it have to be 2 rectangles?
Yep, we're breaking it into 2 parts so that you can practice.
1 4 and 1 5.
Okay, let's skip down to step 4. Find the area of each. We're going to label this as 1 and this as 2. So for rectangle 1, how many rows do we have?
4.
4. How many columns?
5.
5. So that area is
20.
rectangle 2. How many
4
rows?
and 4
rows
and 4 columns. But I do 16.
Which equals
16.
Now, to find the total area, what do we need to do?
At
Raise your hand, Isabel.
At 20 plus 16.
20 plus 16,
36.
36. And our area is
36 square feet.
very good.
Square feet.
Okay, we're still waiting for about 4 to finish. Okay, looks like we're all ready to go. Okay, Emmy, for your first square, what did you come up with?
4 times 4.
Okay, 4 times 4 equals 16. For our second, that one's more of a rectangle. What did you have, Isabel?
4 times 3 equals 12.
Okay, 4 times 3 equals 12. For your addition equation, what did you have, Percy?
16 plus 12 equals 28.
28, is he correct?
Yes.
Yes, so 28 square units you should have had for your problem. Okay, number 3. For our first, let's say this one is our first, this one is our second. What did you have for number 1, Michael?
2 times 9 equals 18.
Okay. For our second rectangle, Jason?
3 times 9 can be 7.
Good. And for our addition equation, Lucy? 27 plus 18 equals 45?
Yeah.
Okay. So our total is
45.
45 square units. It is time for you to go on your own. You only have 2.
What?
And you get to decide how you want to break it apart. So what Miss Andrea is doing is she's checking each student's on your own parts to make sure they can do it all by themselves, and as soon as they finish, they get to go and complete their homework, and then they can choose a free time math activity. So right now they are all working on their homework. They all know how to do the skill. If any of them have questions, they're welcome to raise their hands and get help, but usually once they've done it on their own, then they're all ready to do their homework without a lot of help. Some of the free time options for math this week were using geoboards to create different shapes. That's what these boys are doing. We've been looking at perimeter and area.
And we we made our own game, just like the the square game.
Good idea, like capture the boxes.
Yeah.
Cool. A couple of other options that students always have is we have different math enrichment pages that go along with what we're learning. So we've been learning about perimeter and area. Whenever they finish these, they get a raffle ticket that it's kind of like their money for the auction at the end of the year. We also have been playing a game called Capture the Boxes, and they can do this with a partner or
We
groups
call it a
of three.
dot game. It's called
Or the dot game, Capture the Boxes. That's what these two are about to play. So whenever they finish, and Emmy's still just about to finish her work, when she finishes, what do you do?
What can I do now?
But I mean, what do you do with your homework when you finish?
Put it in our folders.
Good.
gotta put mine